Beastburg broadcast, number 001.
Okay, this is Uncle Bert Lamb saying hello from Beastburg. We're broadcasting from planet Darkstar today to your planet Earth. We want to thank you for sending Earth songs to us in musical notation format and for making them show up as screensavers on our idle computers. This Darkstar Journal show is a sort of return gift from our little group. On Darkstar, it is 3215, the 8th month of the year, which makes it August, and today is the 15th and a Tuesday. Today my daughter Acrylic and I came into the archive realizing that only one day after Mrs. Persian told us we were both to let go of day-to-day responsibilities, we were taking the day off. Of course, this would have happened anyway because today is Rayon's summer birthday party. In the archive kitchen, Acrylic baked her youngest sister a chocolate cake, and I wrapped a present, my own copy of Alexander Rabbitt's classic book, Grow Them Wild. Rayon has been spending so much time down at the Woody Spit Orphanage lately that I thought she'd like to read the founder's original version of what goes on there. In our taxi to the BU wharf, Acrylic sat next to me, carefully balancing the still warm cake on her lap. Once there, we found Rosabella using one of the public telescopes on the seafront while waiting for us. "Look," she said, "Curly's sailboat." And through the telescope we could see his sailboat moored off the rocks of Lighthouse Island, with Curly Ram himself sitting on the gangplank. The three of us took the lift down to the undersea shuttle, and then, speeding along under the water, we looked out the windows at the sea scrapers. Acrylic was telling us about her work plans. "I'm still going to come in every day and sit at my desk. I don't want my movements to appear to have changed. I'll just use my time more exclusively to research the dark heart of the Boar Island group. Anyway, I can't use my computer at home as the internet isn't safe. Einstat's randomizing search engine means I can do my research at the archive without worrying about Boar Island spies following my trail." At the last stop, Lighthouse Island, we got off and took the long lift up to dry land. The tourists who disembarked with us mostly went straight into the barn-like BU Portal Museum. On the rocks, we found Ellie Ram and Jenny Chinchilla. Woolen and Martha Tiger were out on Curly's moored sailboat. "Nice to meet you, Jenny," said Rosabella, and Jenny hopped up and gave her a hug. Then Ellie wanted her own hug. "Why are we waiting around?" asked Acrylic, trying to protect her cake from the wind. "Curly is to say when we can come up," Ellie told her. More tourists walked past us into the central room of the lighthouse to look at the giant portal stone. "Come on up," called Curly from the open window above us, and then he waved and yelled, "Hey, Woolen!" hoping to be heard above the sound of the surf on the rocks. Our Woolen and Martha Tiger saw him waving and ran over. "Can we go swimming later?" Woolen called up to him. "Why ask me?" laughed Curly. "I don't own the water. Come on up. Rayon is all ready for everyone." In the sudden dark of the lighthouse, we snaked around all the tourists standing about the massive portal stone and went through the door to the circular stairs at the back. We trailed up to the middle floor where Rayon has her Jackster recording studio. The studio space was decorated with balloons and streamers, and there was a cooking pot full of hot spiced tea on a camp stove. Baby Lambkin, who has been recording her voice with Rayon this month, was up a ladder doing the finishing touches on the decorating. I sat with Rosabella on the built-in bench circling the walls. The lighthouse is not really the most sensible place for a recording studio. It's actually an annex to Rayon's larger studio at the Jackhammer Division, within Mercy House. That's the proper studio. The main use of this studio is for broadcasting Late Night at the Lighthouse, the 6-hour-long radio programming that goes out 5 nights a week on the BBN and the Internet. That project is really Rayon's baby. The actual reason the Jackster Company bought the Portal Lighthouse, and our secret use for it, is to broadcast these Dark Star Journal kinescopes out into the universe. During celebrations 30 years ago for Beastburg's first 2,000 years, the lighthouse mechanism was altered so that beams of light could be aimed straight up into the sky. Since then, the mechanism has been kept oiled and is automatically tested for 1 minute once every night at midnight to be ready for future use. Many years ago, Professor Hatt, as part of his magical studies, came across theoretical papers about how to mix light and sound technology for transferring compressed digital information from one spatial dimension to another. This is what makes it possible for us to beam interdimensional transmissions to the Song Planet, to your planet Earth. As we sat in the lighthouse, the arched windows were open and the sea breeze was blowing through, fluttering the birthday streamers. When Woolen came up the stairs, Rayon was finally introduced to Martha Tiger, rather formally, and they shook hands in a shy and awkward way. "Hi, Martha," said Curly Ram. "Nice to see you here in Beastburg. You two know each other?" asked Woolen. "I taught Curly to sail," said Martha. "He was one of my best students." "Martha's a great teacher," said Curly. "Later, she was my sponsor when I joined the West Cleanser Sailing Club." Rayon spontaneously stepped forward and gave Martha a hug. "Welcome to the family," she said. "I'm so glad Woolen is pairing up with someone with deep connections to the high wolds, which is my favorite part of the world. I can't wait to talk to you about things and hear more about what you and Woolen are planning for Tiger House. We're sailing back to Woody Spit later today, but maybe we can come visit you soon." After that, the ice was broken and the party in that high space became very jolly. There were lots of small gifts, and I gave Rayon her book, and we all ate cake. Ellie wanted me to show Jenny the lantern room, so we three climbed up through the hatch. "Show her the system for automatically pointing the light up towards the sky," said Ellie, and I showed Jenny the override controls. "See, Jenny?" Ellie said. "That's how we broadcast into outer space." "Ellie," I reminded her, "that's a secret." "I know," said Ellie, "but it shouldn't be a secret from Jenny. She works with Agnes Fox." "I do know all about it, Uncle Bert," said Jenny. "And Ellie," I said, "where's Beverly Toucan? She always comes to these family dues." "Is this just because I brought Jenny?" said Ellie, looking annoyed. "Beverly was busy." "It's all right, Ellie," said Jenny. "You know I'm eager to meet Beverly." And she turned to me. "Last night, Uncle Bert, I was talking to Astrid Beagle, who met you at Woody Spit last Sunday. She told me about Esmeralda Rabbit not letting you enter Woody Spit." "It wasn't entirely a surprise," I said. "Yesterday, the issue was brought up at the school moot, and Astrid read aloud a message from Jilly Rabbit. She'd sent it from Overpond. It reminded everyone that the Mootlet group has the final decision about who can visit Woody Spit and on what terms. She said that you and your whole family were to be given special anytime visiting rights, our highest level of visiting rights. Jilly wanted the moot to vote on it as well, so that the whole community would own the decision. Esmeralda was the only one to vote against it, and afterwards she stormed out of the moot, hopping mad. Now she's blaming Jilly. "Hey guys," said Ellie, "look down there. Curly and Rayon are about to sail away." We had no time to lose, so we dashed down the steps and got ourselves outside, just in time to help everyone wave them off.